Hello everyone, Riley here with the T-Storm Chasers. We will jump into our weather video in just a moment, but first here is a word from our friends at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, good evening everyone. Today is Friday, July 10th, 2026. Let's go ahead and dive into today's weather video. Wanted to firstly go over what we are seeing currently out there. Now today, we haven't seen a whole lot going on. We haven't had a whole lot to talk about overall. We've seen a dry day. It has been a nice sunny day. However, we've seen some warmer weather out there. We've seen some hot temperatures, especially out west. We've seen 80s and 90s today for daytime highs. Now looking at our satellite imagery, we have seen some cloud cover, especially out in Iowa into portions of Minnesota. Also up near Watertown, we've had some cloud cover up there. Then in the far west, out towards Rapid City, up towards Buffalo, we've seen some cloud cover as well. For Sioux Falls, we've seen a mix of clouds and sun. Now, looking at the severe weather outlook for the rest of today, what the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center has done, they have removed the severe weather outlook altogether. We were under a marginal risk in the dark green, but they have went ahead and gotten rid of that. So we don't have to worry about any severe weather for the foreseeable future for our area. That's at least a good piece of news to share. But unfortunately, on the flip side of that, what we are looking ahead here in the forecast is a dry weather pattern, but also a very hot weather pattern ahead. Okay, now first thing here, wanted to go ahead and show you the temperature map across our region over the course of the day today. We have seen 80s and 90s across our region. 80s in the eastern half of the region, 90s, low to mid 90s out to the west. It hit 80. We hit the upper 80s in Sioux Falls today. We're still at 90 degrees at this time in Aberdeen, 93 out in Pierre, 92 in Rapid City. So again, we hit the 80s to low 90s across our region today. If you think that's warm, get ready for this weekend into next week and the foreseeable future. We are looking at a hot and dry weather pattern ahead. I'll explain more here coming up. But first, let's hear a brief word now from today's sponsor at CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
All right, guys, so diving into the weather pattern ahead, I'll go ahead and look at the future radar, but really there's not much to go over because we are going to be entering a very dry weather pattern. Now, the other thing about this is the reason why we are going to be seeing a dry pattern has to do with the pattern change because we are going to be seeing a big time heat dome building across our area. Now, it's not just our region either. We have the entire country under this heat dome. This is going to be starting this weekend and lasting all through next week. If we go ahead and look at the latest here on the model run, you can see already tomorrow we're talking big time heat arriving, widespread 90s across our region. And if you think that's warm, just get ready. As we head into Sunday, we're going to be seeing more of the same. Widespread 90s to triple digit heat across not only our region, but again, across the country. This is going to be a countrywide, even up into Canada and down into Mexico as well. So we're not going to be alone in this. This is going to be a full-scale, full-on heat wave, heat dome over basically all of North America. And it's going to last, like I said, all the way through next week. Monday, 90s to triple-digit heat across the northern plains, across our region. Tuesday, same thing. We're looking at 100-degree heat again on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, more of the same, 90s and triple-digit heat again on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, same thing. So, yeah, all the way through next week. And if we play this out going a little bit farther out here in advance, let's take us out to the following weekend. And it doesn't change much. We are still seeing these temperatures in the 90s to 100 degree heat all the way through the following weekend. Wow. That takes us out to about the 21st of July. That's about how far this goes out for this heat wave, at least for now. Now, some hints are suggesting this is going to last even beyond that. So we could be looking at, for the foreseeable future, at least for the next week, 7 to 10 days, we're looking at hot weather ahead. So you want to make sure that you have your ACs working. You want to make sure that you are going to stay cool out there. We don't want you guys being out for a prolonged period of time, and that's just the highest risk to get a heat stroke or heat exhaustion, is being out in the heat for a prolonged period of time. So we don't want you guys to be doing that. Be sure to be responsible. All right, so let me go ahead and show you guys our future radar. Now, as I mentioned a couple minutes ago, we are not seeing anything popping up here. This is tomorrow. Tomorrow's map, we are looking at a dry weather day. We're not seeing anything out there. Now, on Sunday, we're looking at the same story. We are not seeing anything forecasted. No rain, no storms, nothing. It is a bit of a pattern change because, for the past several days, for the past weeks, we have seen plenty of areas of showers and thunderstorms and severe weather. So we're getting, that's the one good thing about this forecast, is we are going to get a break from severe weather, which we've been fairly active. Monday, not seeing anything in the forecast. We're looking at a dry weather day. Same thing on Tuesday. If you want rain, you're going to have to go up towards Billings, up towards Glasgow and Williston. That is really the closest that we're going to see anything. And that is even iffy at this point. Wednesday, same story. We're not seeing anything, not seeing any rain, no moisture at all on Wednesday. Thursday of next week, nothing. Friday of next week, that's taking us out a week out, and we're not seeing anything on the forecast models. Same thing for the following weekend. No rain, no thunderstorms. Now, maybe out towards the 20th, 21st, that's Monday and Tuesday, maybe. We might start to see the pattern changing. But at that point, that's almost 2 weeks out, and it's about 10 days out in the forecast. So maybe at the end of the 10-day, maybe starting to introduce some rain chances, but that's a huge if, and a lot of that, you got to take that with a grain of salt. When it's that far out in the forecast models, it's almost impossible to gauge really what's going to happen. Now, again, the theme of this forecast moving forward is going to be dry and hot weather. Basically, going to keep it simple as that. All right, so let's go ahead and run through the 10-day forecast for our region. Sioux Falls, we are looking at, again, very hot and dry weather ahead. We're talking 90s this weekend and all through next week, just 90-degree heat. And I think some of those numbers are even going to be higher than what is being shown here. I think we are looking at mid to upper 90s for Sioux Falls each and every day next week. Again, lots of sunshine. So if you like the heat, you're going to love this forecast. It would be a good forecast to hit the pools and stay cool out there. For the Aberdeen area, we are looking at a very similar forecast, even hotter weather for being forecasted for the Aberdeen area. We are looking at 96 tomorrow, near 100 on Sunday. I think we will hit 100 in Aberdeen on Sunday. Otherwise, 90s all throughout next week. Maybe one cooler day, quote-unquote cooler day, next Thursday. Maybe. That's a huge if there. Overnight lows, by the way, are going to be in the 70s. So there's that as well. We're looking at no rain in sight for Aberdeen either. We're looking at lots of sunshine. It's going to be sunny, hot, dry weather. And so if you like that kind of weather, you're going to love this outlook. For the Pierre area, we're seeing a very similar outlook. we are seeing triple-digit heat this upcoming week, Sunday through next week. We are looking at a full-fledged heat wave. Overnight lows in the 70s for Pierre as well. Lots of sunshine as well. And then for the Rapid City area, not too different. We're looking at the same story for Rapid City as well. Triple-digit heat. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then 90s next week. So we are not going to be seeing any relief anytime soon from the heat. Overnight lows in the 70s as well. Lots of sunshine. All right, guys, so that is all I have for you for this video. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like, comment down below, let us know your thoughts, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and ring those notification bells so you don't miss any of our future videos. Check us out also on Facebook, X, and Instagram so you don't miss any of our content over there. Also, check us out on TikTok. We post daily short videos over there as well. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great weekend out there.